Hello everyone, welcome into Dot Talk. Tuba Samurai on with you, taking a look in at what's happening this week with the Canada Defenders. Also taking a look in at the future of the Canada Defenders. We'll take a look at the Tuba Samurai Casual League team and their standings. That's coming your way next. Get in on the action. Goal Line Blitz is a web-based American football MMORPG. They've written a custom football simulation engine to provide you with the ultimate football experience on the web. Do you love fantasy football? Ever wish you could play with the pros? Join other football fans from around the world in building the player and team of your dreams right here. That's GoalLineBlitz.com. Get in on the action. Welcome back to Dot Talk, taking a look in at what's happened this past week with the Canada Defenders and the games they've played. Looking back at Week 10, we took on the Windsor Black Knights. We traveled to the Windsor Black Knights, team owned by Georgia Dog, co-owned by Red Ass Ranch, and head coached by McLovin 8. And it was not a horrible game. We lost that one 49-24. Most of our points coming in the third quarter in that one. Windsor won the total net yard battle 519-371. We did get some rushing yards. We were able to get the rushing attack going, but it just wasn't enough as they beat us in passing. We also turned the ball over with an interception. Player of the game was halfback Natron Baum, who had 32 rushes for 158 yards, 4.9 yard per carry, and one touchdown, broke 5 tackles as well in that game. Play of the game came in the third quarter with 4:36 to go on 2nd and 7 on our own 48.5. Chris Sprinkle, owned by Appergem, he had a long rush with a missed tackle, rush to the right, 42-yard gain, and that was our play of the game by halfback Chris Sprinkle. Looking ahead to Week 11, the Canada Defenders were at home versus the Red River Wolverines, owned by Gagi, head coached by Boko, and the Canada Defenders won in overtime. An exciting game to watch. I enjoyed watching that replay, and the Canada Defenders scoring a field goal after a huge turnover in overtime. Canada Defenders won the total net yards battle 569-316. 263 rushing yards compared to 58 for Red River, and 306 passing yards. The rolls were going our way this game. The player of the game was receiver Elijah Rubin, who had 4 receptions for 158.5 yards, a 39.6 yard average, and 24.6 yards after the catch. He had 1 touchdown. That's your player of the game. The play of the game came in overtime. 8:21 to go in the fifth quarter, if you want to call it that, on 3rd and 6 on their own 24. Bo Boom Boom Mook, he took the handoff for the Red River Wolverines. He was hit by McGilla Gorilla, a linebacker, laid a big hit on him. He fumbled the ball and was recovered by free safety Kenny Pepperidge, both of those players owned by Agent Guzalot. They turned the ball over in their territory. We were able to get it back, kick the field goal, and lock up the game. At Week 12, we took on the Joliet Jakes, and that's an LOL game, so we don't have any player of the game or plays of the game. We won that one by over 255 points, so we'll say so long, thanks for all the fish. We'll take those stats and head along our merry way, and we did that as we ran into a brick wall in Week 13, taking on the Kirkland Lake Irish Mafia. We came into this game up in the series 2-1 over the Irish Mafia over our lifetime. Irish Mafia came in. They've been playing great as of late. They've really turned it on as we've headed into the second half of the season, and they beat us handily. They're owned by Jason Labonte. Canada Defenders only scored 1 touchdown. That was in the third quarter, and it was by our player of the game, Canada cornerback Will M.I.A. Allen, and he's won player of the game and play of the game a few times this season. I think he's got 3 interceptions and 3 defensive touchdowns on all of those. Looking back, Kirkland Lake beat us in total net yards, 228 yards rushing compared to 66 for us, 197 yards through the air compared to 72.5 for the Defenders. Play of the game was, once again, from cornerback Will M.I.L. It's really about the only thing we had going for us all game. Come in the third quarter with 12:44 to go on 2nd and 8.5. Hoodlum, he dropped back to pass to deep outs up the left side. Will M.I.L. and jumped up, snagged the ball, took it back 79 yards for the touchdown. That's a look in at what's happened with the Canada Defenders this week as far as games goes. Now let's talk about the future of the Canada Defenders. And this is something I've been rolling around in my head for several weeks. There's just some general apathy in the forum. Nobody's checking in anymore. And I really did it wrong. The teams that are doing the best in World League and the pros are teams that started out with a network. I didn't do that. I bought my team. I recruited my agents. I've filled in holes here and there. Now, I have some agents that have stuck with me almost from the beginning, and they're great agents. And luckily, a few of them are going to continue on with the Defenders. But what I'm going to do after this season, I'm going to reboot the franchise. We're going to roll players on day 33, and we're going to get this thing started all over again. So look for the new Defenders, or Defenders Mark II, if you will. That'll be coming your way season 13 as we get the franchise rebooted. We'll take a break right now. When we come back, we'll talk Tuba Samurai casual team action. Actually going to take a look at how the team is doing in the conference as far as number one, number two, how we're doing as far as offense and defense. That's coming your way next. Keep it tuned right here to Dot Talk. Have you always watched football going, man, I wish I was the coach. I'd do things differently. Well, now you've got your chance with Goal Line Blitz. You can be the owner, the coach, whatever you want to be. Manage every aspect of a football game. Set ticket and concession prices. Improve your stadium. Sign, cut, and trade players. Get game-by-game strategy and play to win the league championship. You can watch your strategies played out in real time and pause the action at any point. Log on right now to goallineblitz.com and be the man.